We're back. What's up? I take a few minutes. Get up, stretch, walk around a few minutes. Hopefully y'all did the same. Now we're here back to watch my second pro round. It says rookie qualification on the screen. This ain't no rookie qualification. This is pro qualification. That's right, pro qualification. So we're back and we're going to play this video that I recorded earlier of my pro round and see how we can do. This is the last pro round of the qualification that I played. So in my opinion, it should be the best one because I've learned all my lessons, right? Or have I? I don't know. We'll see. You never can predict the future. So you got to play every shot, one shot at a time. See Clint back in the house. There's Quentin. What's going on, Quentin? Yeah, we just played my rookie account live, and glad you were able to catch us for this pro account now. So I don't know. I'm debating whether or not I want to leave the music on in the background. I think I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. I think we're just gonna go ahead and turn it off. Some people like music, some people don't like music. I look similar to Daniel Ricciardo. I don't know who's Daniel Ricciardo? Aaron, you have to enlighten me on that one. Is he famous and wealthy? That's all I want to know. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get started here with this this account. I think Helios might be wanting to stream after this. He's trying to get his finances in order. And let me pull up my Mod Squad chat so I can keep an eye on things in there during all of this. Okay. Sign in. Yes, I want to sign in. All right. So we signed into that. We're going to go ahead and get started here now. A Formula 1 driver for Red Bull? Sweet. Cool. All right. So we're going to go ahead and start this thing up. Like I said, this is my second pro account. This is my second Facebook account here, the one that I have connected to the 19th hole. I have yet to get a pro medal on this account. I always just come up like this short. That's short. And hopefully this is going to be the tournament where I can get a nice pro top 3 ribbon at the top. Got plenty of rookie golds. I want a pro gold on this account now. Clinton, I'm in the process of looking at laptops right now. Just figure out which kind I want to get. I want to make sure that I purchase the one that will help me the most, but I also got to be able to get the wife on board. So it's definitely in the works, and still planning on for it to happen. Got a few other expenses that have come up, but it's definitely not something that we're not going to do still. So we still got the we're going with the rough bump here, and you see me lining up my quarterback for the rough bump here. Can you use these shots on expert? Jonathan, I don't know about that, buddy. You probably can. The winds will be a little bit different. So you see the rough bump. We hit a nice rough bump, and we almost got the ace. Close, close. Quentin says he's going to be playing his pro opening round as soon as it begins, so I will be watching this intensely. Show me the way. Okay. We'll see how we do. So does that mean you're going to be playing your pro like in like what? What time is it now? 10:40. So 11. Like almost 3.5 hours from now. That's when you're going to play. Craig Bartow says, need this to tune up for my opening round tomorrow. Awesome, Craig. I will definitely tell you which shots to take notes on, which shots to not take notes on. I don't know how you plan on playing hole one, but that rough bump is legit. Definitely, you know, if you're still trying to figure out a way to play this hole, that's definitely a good shot to take. If you have a way that you've already figured out and you're comfortable with, stay with that. Oh, okay. So just waking up. I got you. I remember when I used to work the graveyard shift at the hospital. I'd go to bed about 8 o'clock in the morning and wake up at like 3 in the afternoon. So hole one, we got the birdie. So we're off to a good start. See what they're saying in the mod squad. Hey, Aaron says, just don't get a Lenovo laptop, worst brand ever. You will have issues from day one. Never heard of that brand. That must be like an Australian brand. I don't know. But yeah, I am definitely making sure that I do get a laptop that's going to last me for a while, and that I won't have issues with. So, you know, trying to look at all the reviews and figure out which one is best to get. It says a worldwide brand. Huh, I don't know. I've never heard of it before. ATM. I wonder what stores it's carried in over here stateside. I don't know, James. Do you have your the little bell checked off, telling it to notify you on all of my things? That's one thing I can think of. Y'all make sure you go to and click on that little bell icon and make sure you have it checked where it says it's going to notify you for everything. Okay, Dale says it's Chinese, formerly owned by IBM. Okay. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it around here. So maybe it's in like some like more of like a major city or something. I don't know. You got my first one, but you didn't get this one. That makes no sense whatsoever. Maybe because this one didn't completely shut down. Maybe because the chat room didn't clear out all the way. That's the only thing I could think of. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe that's because it might be because of that. Because the chat room didn't completely clear out between streams. Chuck says Lenovo has way too much bloatware. Alright, so we got our hole number 2 here. And extra mile 7. Titan ball. Kind of having suspicion that I might need to go with a little more of a special ball when the weekend comes along, just to make sure I get through this rough. I really don't like having to overpower it too much, because I feel like when you overpower it too much, the chances of something going wrong greatly increases. On that one, I should have put a little bit more curl on it, and we don't roll quite far enough, so we're sitting in the rough. So now we got to hit this chip with the razor. But the razor is pretty good from that distance. I don't know that people give the razor enough credit. Okay, I've heard of Acer now. It's been going well for 1.8 months. Okay, I've heard of the Acers. For a while, Acer used to be known as a really cheap brand, but I think lately they've really kind of picked it up, and they're a little bit better now. Yeah, Quentin, you're gonna have to overpower pretty good on this hole with a Titan ball. If you have any like a different like a special ball that you can use, then you won't have to overpower max. But with a Titan, it's looking like you're gonna have to put a pretty good charge into it. It's weird because sometimes I'll play the same shot sometimes and just get like completely different results. Sometimes it rolls through, sometimes it doesn't. You know, that rough is kind of finicky. You know, sometimes you hit and it bounces through. Sometimes it's like a piece of Velcro. The ball hits and just sticks to it. I think part of my problem on that drive was I didn't set up far enough to the left. If you notice, my drive hits farther to the right, and we hit our chip and we hit it for the eagle. So we recover and make our eagle save. But if you notice on that drive, the ball did hit farther to the right-hand side of that fairway. So that when the farther right on that fairway you hit means that the ball has to travel farther over the water to the hole. So I need to be landing my shots on the closer to the left-hand side of that fairway for a shorter hop and shorter distance to the hole. So that right there, that drive was kind of on me. My I didn't set it up correctly. Jonathan Tesh says a kingmaker. I did, Clint. I saw it. I saw it. So we get the eagle, move to 3 under through 2. So good start. Yeah, that's a good thing about desktop computers. You can update things. You can update hard drives. You can update your RAM. You can, add more memory, hard drives, video cards, monitors. Yeah, HP has become, I think, one of the more popular brands lately. One thing that I noticed when I was looking at laptops was how freaking small and thin they've gotten. It's almost like they're tablets now, all tablets. It's almost like they're not big enough to be a real laptop. But I guess that's what everybody wants, thin and light. But when they're thin and light, that means they're not very durable. So on this hole here, you're going to see me use the, he went a little too far. You're going to see me use my Thor on this hole. And I'm going to use, I think I use 3 topspin. I might be wrong. Let's see, what do I use? I definitely use the Quasar, and I think it was 3 topspin and 3 right spin. Nope, I went back down to 2 topspin, 3 right spin. 6.2 tailwind. So I just put a little bit of curl, and pretty much I'm just going to let the wind do the work here and carry myself up the fairway. I don't want to go too far up because I don't want to take myself out of range of my sniper. That's not an alien laptop, is it, James? That's an alien desktop? No, Quentin, this would be, it's only going to be for streaming purposes, running OBS, stuff like that. I do not plan on playing Golf Clash on the desktop, on the laptop. I might play some other games on the laptop, but not Golf Clash. I'm thinking at least 12 RAM, at least 12 RAM at a minimum. I think some places may do that, Aaron. I'm not sure if all places do that. So see, you see me lining it up. I line it up a little bit short and left of the hole. I mean to the I think right of the hole. Can't remember what I did, but I hit it perfect, and this ball comes in pretty nice, and just barely misses to the right of the hole. So pretty close on that aim adjustment. Just missed. I think I aimed to the right edge of the hole. So what I need to do is aim to the front left edge of the hole, and I think that ball will drop. Quentin says I have to find 2 places with the same exact laptop model. Okay. So we're going to knock this putt in and get our eagle here. Came really close to getting the albatross. You know, I have a really good feeling that I'm going to get that albatross at some point this week. Hopefully during the weekend. Mike says he got his wife HP at a pawn shop for her game. Jeff says he wishes he understood the wind. Well, it's practice. I really want to make a wind guide video at some point. I really would like to do it once I have a laptop and more video editing software and stuff like that. It's really hard to do things on a phone only. Everything I do is off my phone. So, you know, I'm kind of limited on what I can do as far as editing video goes. You know, and also the space on my phone. I would like to have an external hard drive where I can like store holes and things like that, because you know, it's hard. I only have so much room on my phone to store things. So we're on the next hole now, and yep, I did that. I'm not sure what I was thinking there, other than I wasn't thinking. I was playing this while I was at work, and like right before this hole, I had a knock on my door. So I was kind of like off my game. I kind of was like, you know, not really concentrating on what I was doing. Then this hole came up, and yeah, brain fart. Definitely not how my notes say to play it. So if you were taking notes, do not take notes on this hole, because I did not play it correctly. So on my next shot here, now that, you know, my mind is back with me and I'm actually thinking straight, you know, some people would say knock it as far to the left as you can. Nope. I decided I'm just going to take this ball and put it up as far into that corner as I can with my razor, and I feel like that's going to give me a chance to chip in chip in for the birdie, because, you know, we still have a chance to salvage a birdie here. Even with that piss poor drive. Clint says he thinks hole 8 is more likely hole in one than 6 or 7. What do I think? Hole 8. I don't know. I think 7. I think 7 is a pretty good chance for a hole in one, for sure. I mean, 8's possible, but it's tough. I think 7 is your best chance out of those 3 holes. Alright, so here we go. We got my second shot here. I got my handy Firefly, and you know, we're gonna use a little bit of right spin, try to straighten the shot out a little bit, and we're gonna use the same method that we use normally for our second shot. We're gonna aim it a little bit behind the hole, and just kind of let it fall into the hole. We do have pretty much a straight tailwind, so that really helps us out on this shot. And I do adjust. You see, I do adjust back some more for the 7.5 tailwind. And we hit this one, and hey, that's what you call a birdie save right there. If I could have yelled, I would have yelled at the time, but I was in my office at work, and I couldn't yell. So I was definitely pumped when I made that shot. I think I may have jumped up out of my seat or something like that, and then almost fell on my butt. But yeah, that was a pretty sweet birdie save. Appreciate it, Clint. Thank you, Jonathan. James will show you the way. Jonathan, I do not have the Endbringer on this account. Or actually I might, but it's not leveled up. I think it's only like level 1 or 2. But I do have the Endbringer on my main account at level 4, and I use that. I'll definitely check that one out after the stream, Aaron. Quentin says, I have seen the balls James uses. Yeah, James has got a pretty nice armada, a nice arsenal of balls in his collection. $3 terabyte external drive for $10 Australian. They send it from China. Was that the link you just sent me? If so, that's awesome. I will definitely have to look into that one, buddy. All right, cool, cool, cool ATM. I'll definitely look into it. Appreciate it. I'm not sure what that 10 Australian is in US dollar, but it sounds like a deal. All right, so I think we have hole number 5 now. I think it's hole number 5. Yep, hole number 5. Let's see what we can do here. A 3 terabyte external hard drive for $7.55. Dang, what is the case made out of? Paper? Yeah, I don't know, Tim. I don't think anybody got notified when I came back on with this account. I think it's because the chat room didn't fully shut down between streams. People were still in it. So even though I think the title changed, and it created a second video, or maybe I only get like so many live streams a day. I'm not sure how that works, but I did post a link in the 19th hole. So if you set your phone to get notified when I post things on my Facebook, then you should get able to get notifications that way. I think, if you go to my Facebook profile and set it where, you get notified priority on my settings, on my profile, then you will get it. And the only time I really post things on my profile is when I do go live, so. Quentin says he played the qualifying round twice. They were the first time I play these holes from the second tee. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's quite a difference. All right, so we got hole number 5 here. And you see I've got Thor. I decided I'm going with one backspin on this hole from now on. I came really close yesterday of going into the rough, so I decided, yeah, I might need to go with one backspin this time. So I like to aim right there at the edge, and, a little bit of curl, regular power, and we hit that one perfect. So, we should be in good position. And look at that. I really like that adjustment right there. It gets me far enough up, but doesn't put me, too close where I run the risk of going into the rough. Clint, you're right. As long as you make the first shot, they're okay. If you don't make the first shot, then you're in trouble. That sounds too cheap to be true, ATM. That sounds too good to be true. I'm definitely gonna have to look into it on that link. So my opponent's trying to take the alternate route here on this hole. And as you see, I've got my sniper. We're going to set up pretty much the same way we set up on the rookie, with it, in the corner. We have 6.3 miles an hour tailwind, so we got to count on 6 extra bars here. You see me go pretty much full foam curl, and I really like that shot right there. If I had come in maybe 2 yards farther down the hole, I think I'd have got the ace here. I got really close. I think that ball entered just a little bit too high on that green. Close. Ooh, close shot right there. Just go to the Wish website, type in external hard drives. Okay. Definitely going to look into it, ATM. Thanks for putting me on that. And we tap it in for the eagle. I always like it when you can tap it in with your foot. Those are the best kind of eagle tap-ins. So we get the eagle on 5, sitting at -8. Tim, I've got 4. 3 pro, 1 rookie. 3 pro, 1 rookie. Do I have a Masters account? Nope, I do not, Jonathan. Definitely no Masters account. My main account is fairly close to being able to play in the expert, holding out for a few extra club upgrades. My problem is I don't have time to really commit to playing my main account and getting it up higher. By the time I play all my accounts from the tournaments, or starting on Wednesday and Thursday of our off weeks, I start having to prepare for the next tournament. with the videos and the guides and all that stuff. I really don't have a whole lot of time to be able to really advance my my accounts like I want to. But I'm okay with that because what keeps me interested in enjoying this game is to being able to try to teach and help others. Um, one day, I'll be able to work on my accounts a little bit more. But right now, I'm just enjoying the ability to be able to help and teach others, and hopefully help them improve their tournaments. Because that's really is my goal, is tournaments and helping people get better in the tournaments. I always say I'm not going to play all four, Clint, but then when it gets down to it, I always do. Just because, in my mind, every time I don't play an account, I'm really, losing out on that chance to build up my ball inventory. And since I don't spend money on this game, tournaments is the only way that I can build up my ball inventory. With decent balls like Titans and Kingmakers. Tim, I'll have to get with you on the app, Messenger app, and I can screenshot my bags for you with the clubs I have. I have an extra mile 7, getting close to an 8. I have a sniper 8, getting close to a 9. I only have an apocalypse level 1. I agree, Tim. They are. The thing about expert is, how do I say this? You have so many people with like crazy maxed out clubs playing in the expert, and when I see people playing par 5s and driving the par 5 with their special snow globe ball and their apocalypse 5, I know I have no chance to do that myself. So basically in a tournament, I'm already starting out with a 2-stroke disadvantage against players like that. So that really discourages me from really trying to put forth the effort to get into the expert. And like I said, right now I just don't have the time to commit to that. And if I'm going to commit to something, I want to commit to it the whole way, and not just half-arsed. Yeah, but you got good balls, James. Having really good balls can make a difference when you're moving up and playing in the upper levels. But yeah, I would definitely agree. The expert rewards are definitely no doubt better than the pro. What kind of clubs do you have, Tim? What's your apocalypse? What's your apocalypse at? What's your sniper at? What's your other clubs that you use mostly at? Outside the context of this game, that's a sound clip. Okay. But I mean, I want to play expert, but I want to be able to compete in the division. And like I said, when I watch people playing expert and being able to drive the hole with their crazy leveled up clubs, I know I have no chance to do that with the clubs I have and the balls I have. So it's kind of like I'm handicapped to begin with. So until I feel like I can possibly, you know, do what I need to do to get rid of that handicap, you know, that's why I don't. Thor Hammer 5, that's very nice. You have a, do you have an Apocalypse? No, you're not usable at 3. That's not usable until it's what, 4, probably? Maybe even 5 since you have a Hammer 5. I don't know. Four minimum, yeah. Quentin says he finds the APOC 2 to be very comparable to the M7. Okay. James says 5 is just barely better than the M8. Tim says going from pro to expert is less of a gap than rookie to pro. Okay. Oh, come on. That one might be close to the hole right there. Nope, short. But close. Good try. Greg K says, keep those APOCs, give me the hammer. Yeah, I really like the Thor's hammer. I use it mostly a lot on my pro accounts for sure. But I mean, you say that the jump from expert to, from pro to expert is easier than the jump from rookie to pro. I don't know if I would agree to that with that, unless you do have really good balls, because having really good balls does make a difference in expert with the clubs. Um, because that extra wind does allow you to do so much extra stuff. Um, in rookie and in pro, you can use pretty much the same ball and hit the same score. I don't know if you can say the same thing on expert, from pro to expert. I don't know if I could use the same balls I use in pro in expert and be getting the same scores. That's just kind of my opinion, but let's see. James says he would disagree because you play wind totally different above 8 mile an hour. Okay. So James, you're saying that the jump from pro to expert is not easy. Clinton says rookie to pro is easy. Okay. Yeah, because in expert, the wind's direction changes, and the strength goes up a ton. So I mean, if you don't have good clubs and you don't have good balls, you could really be in trouble, or having to take shots that don't put you in the best position to get you know those eagles and albatrosses. I mean, if I'm playing a par five against someone with good balls and real high level clubs, oh wow, high level clubs, they're going to be sitting greenside for a chip for an albatross while I'm sitting 140 yards, 150 yards away, trying to hit the albatross. So I mean, that's such a big disadvantage right there. In my opinion, some of the balls have really widened the gap in this game amongst the non-payers and the payers. You know, and I've got no problem with people that are paying to play the game having better equipment. If you're paying the money, you deserve to have better equipment than someone that's not. It just makes it that much more difficult for someone who's not to, you know, maintain level and keep up. Not saying it's not possible. It's definitely possible. You just might have to put in a little bit more work to get there. Toby got a minus 15 on his pro. That is awesome. Oh, I'm not talking about you, James. I'm talking about, expert and stuff in general. If you got the special balls, use them. I mean, you got to use every advantage you can get in the game. There's nothing wrong with that. So we're going with the quarterback here, as you can see, and the quasar. We're going to start off. We're going to start this ball left here, as you can see. Um, Gives me the ability to miss left or miss right and still be either on the putting surface or um, green side for the chip. So here we go. Ball's coming in. And let's see. Oh, do we get the ace? So close, so close. No, Tim, it's in T8. Thank you, Tim. Appreciate it. All right, Tim, I'll definitely do that. Like I said, when I get time to do it, I'll do it. Right now, in the last month or so, I haven't had time, especially with the way they work these tournaments. You play a whole week. You basically get 3 days off: Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And when you play four accounts, I mean, you're pretty burnt out. So you need like a couple days break. So usually Monday and Tuesday, I don't even play the game at all. Wednesday rolls around, you dabble, you play a little bit here and there, And then Thursday morning, I wake up, the new tournament's out, so I have to get started on getting all my research and stuff done for the guide that I make for rookie. I go through all the holes, I write down my notes, get everything ready, and then do that. I start playing holes to try to get rookie holes for the rookies, and have to edit them, voice over them, put them on the website. And that happens on Fridays and Saturdays. And then on Sundays, I'm just kind of practicing and trying to do a little bit of prep work for myself, because by that point I haven't even done anything in the pro. So, that's when I have to start doing prep work for myself. Monday rolls around. Monday morning I do the club guide, not the club guide, the win guide, and then I have to start working on qualifying stuff. All while I'm actually putting more videos out for the qualification round. So, my schedule is pretty full for Golf Clash, and I don't have a whole lot of time to, put towards, making that step up. All right, Greg, thanks for stopping by, man. Have a good night. Good luck tomorrow on your opening rounds. Yeah, you're right, Tim. That is true. I'm still waiting for them to use the Christmas holes again. I really like those holes. Yep, I played that shot perfect this time. Ooh, it's the underwear ball. The royal underwear ball. I think I heard James say that the other day. The royal underwear ball. Or the royal panty ball. I don't know. One of those things he said. It was pretty funny. I got a good laugh out of it. No, maybe, Tim. That would be pretty cool. I mean, they don't use those Christmas holes anywhere. They're not in any of the tours. And those were some pretty cool. Those were some pretty cool holes, in my opinion. Kind of just being wasted, just sitting out there in the ozone. Oh, that's okay, Brendan. I appreciate your effort. Like I said, I played probably like 40 or so Tour 5 matches between Friday and Saturday, trying to get rookie holes, and I don't know. I didn't have a whole lot of luck. I mean, I got a lot of them, but it just didn't seem to be getting them as regularly as I had hoped I would get them. ATM wants more holes with more rocks on them on the fairways. So we got this putt here for the eagle. And let's see if we can hit it. If we hit that, that would be, I think, a minus 14. Yeah, so we got our error-free round with a few saves, but still we got that minus 14 score, and I was definitely happy with that. It was cool to play my third pro, account and hit that minus 14. So we finally put together that score. and hopefully we can carry that into the opening round on my accounts and put up some pretty good scores with those accounts in the pro round. So anyways, I don't know if Helios is going to stream or not tonight. Hopefully he does. If he does, I encourage you all to make sure to check him out, give him some support and love, and I thank you all for joining me here, and enjoyed the conversation, talk a little bit about the expert. You know, once again, I just want to say I got nothing against people in the expert with really good clubs and really good balls. I just feel like it does help, you know, which it should. Um, you know, I was just giving my reasons for not moving up. I like to feel like I have a chance to be like fairly competitive. When I say competitive, you know, I'm talking top 10. So, you know, until I have the equipment that I feel is necessary for myself to be competitive in that manner, you know, I'm content playing in the pro and, you know, continuing to help people as much as I can in this division. Not saying that I don't want to go into the expert one day, because I definitely do. And as, you know I have viewers and subscribers that will grow as well and be looking for content from me in the expert. I definitely plan on doing that, and you know, maybe not as distant into the future as, you know, some may think. So until that happens, though, we will continue to put out the pro and the rookie content for you, and do it as best as I can, and hopefully it continues to help you all. So until sometime in the next few days, where I do plan on streaming my opening round on one pro and my rookie account, I will bid you all adieu, and hope you all have a good night. So happy golfing, and as always, God bless.